Hello everybody, this is Carlos on a hike today from the Hiker's Bridge to the top of Arbutus Mount. Oh, somebody's spraying paint here.
Morning.
Hi there. You gonna put slats here?
Yeah, just a little bit of water control to make sure we don't end up with erosion around the corner here.
You gonna put a drain underneath, or are you gonna?
No. It'll just be a subtle surface treatment to allow the water to come off.
That's a good idea. Otherwise, you're gonna have to keep repairing the trail all the time.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Good work. So we're just going over the new bridge, the Hiker's Bridge, I should say. Those guys were from Saanich. They're going to be putting some speed bumps going diagonally across the trail to run the water subtly, as he said, off to the side. Try and spread the erosion rather than channel it too much. Given nature being what it is, it would be quite hard to control the course of the erosion, but he is planning where the trail and the water will meet in the winter. It'll be interesting to see what he's done there when he's finished. Morning. This is yet another recording experiment. Basically, it'll be about a 15-minute episode today. Trying to get the levels right so that I can hike with vigor and have my hands free. The recorder is hanging around my neck. As I approach Cordova Bay Road, I will have to cross the noisy street. You can probably already hear the traffic build up. The only thing that I can't hear is the music and Samantha. I have her muted down enough so that she is not going to be yelling at us. I have to have it louder when I'm running, but when I'm recording directly from the phone, that is where Samantha lives, in my phone, so she gets first yell at the microphone. As I approach the crossing, I will listen to this with interest when I get home, because I do have my heart rate strap on, which means that I can tell just how hard I'm working. Alright, time for my first photograph. I have my Lumix camera today, so you can expect some half-decent photographs. Got it. That's the sign at the bottom of this little climb here. This is basically leading me onto Norn. I think total is going to be 5.8 kilometers, I think. 5.88, I think I measured it as. I'm not sure if you guys do measure your routes before you go out, but I always like to do that. It gives me purpose, rather than just going out the door and wondering where I'm going to end up. I go out the door with purpose, And it does give me a sense of pride when I can pretty much match my prediction. The nice thing about having my hands free is that when I go through the salal bushes in a second, I won't have to shield the leaves from the microphone because it is hanging mid-center line on my body, which means that I don't have to pull it away from the edges of the trail because it already is. So, another turn, Norn and Irvine. Another junction, another trail. The shortest route that I can take to get to Arbutus Mount and back is about 5 kilometers. This one is a slightly more scenic return as I muscle my way through the Salal. Yep, another sign to take a photograph of. Got it. Samantha is still inaudible to me, which is fine. I'm sure she's still doing her job. I could fish out my phone and have a look at it, but that would create a lot of unnecessary noise for your delicate ears. Oh, this is nice. Nice. I'm interested to see this late spring vegetation. Normally there's camas to start the season off, and then we go into the ocean spray, which is a flowering bush with pendulous inflorescences. There's a man with a dog, but I'm going to turn off probably before I see him. Nope, we're going to cross paths. Hi there. Yep, this is where I start climbing up onto Arbutus Mount. And true enough, the ocean spray is just beginning to spray. The flowers are in tight formation as I take a photograph of said bush. Got it. I'll keep the camera out now because there's nothing but eye candy for the rest of this little episode. I need to have some photographs to illustrate this hike. Up I go, between the two Douglas fir trees, up over the rock. All the early vegetation has now turned a little bit brown. That's understandable. In a few days' time it'll officially be summer. I'm not sure how the video is going to turn out. The relive is always interesting, for me anyway. Up into the sunshine I go. I'm probably in zone 3 by now. A little bit overdressed for this morning, but I do have short sleeves, so I ended up going back and grabbing my hoodie. So now I'm feeling the heat. Alright, this is where the views open up. And on top of this little hummock, somebody has donated some clothing to this tree. Looks pretty nice to me. They might be back for them. They're dry. They haven't been left out in the rain, that's for sure. But whether there is a person running around without any pants on, I'm not sure yet. I have not discovered anybody else up here just yet. As I take a slightly different route down, just to see if this will pan out as an exit strategy for me, zooming in on a bulk freighter way off, just about to go between two islands. Alright, I switch off the camera because now I have to keep my wits about me for the descent. Yep, I looked at the map and there was no official route down, but I can see that this one is quite well trodden, which will suggest to me that I'm not the first person to have come down here. Heading down into the noise of Cordova Bay Road. Yep, I can see trail all the way ahead of me. As I stop one more time to check on my recording. Hang on a second. I'll do this as quietly as I can. It looks like I'm up to 13 minutes. So just a little bit more and I'll say bye-bye. I think I did come down here once before with Dan the man. That's an interesting ancient tree stump. I thought it was some kind of agave cactus, but no, it's an old tree stump. But it could be a good addition to my catalog. Alright. This is going to be a supplemental episode. As you know, I recorded with Derek on Wednesday, and I will be recording with Norma on Sunday, I hope. I hope she's obliging. I hope the weather obliges. She doesn't like coming out in the rain, so I'm hoping for dry weather. It doesn't have to be beautiful sunshine, but it needs to be dry. Drier than it can be this time of the year. As the noise starts to build, I will say bye-bye to you on this supplemental episode. Bye-bye.